Hey everyone, my name's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new, and welcome to the channel where we do basically everything. I have read over 100 books so far this year, and these are my 5 stars so far from the first half of the year. There is 24 of them. I'm not going to give too much detail, just going to give you a couple of tropes. Do with that information what you will. I will link my reviews on Goodreads down below if you want more details, but yeah, let's make this quite rapid fire. I'm trying to pump out so much content for you guys, so you guys are up to date with the happenings and goings in my life, because there is a lot changing and I just want to get all the information out to you so we can catch up to regularly scheduled content. So my first 5-star of the year was The Co-op by Tara DeWitt. This is a marriage of convenience and a second chance romance between two people that hooked up when they were 18 and now they're getting married to renovate a house and access a trust fund. One of my favorites of all time. I adore it. If you haven't heard me bang on about this book, then you've clearly been living under a rock. Juniper Hill by Daphne Perry. Another one of my iconic favorites. This is a forced proximity, grumpy sunshine, single mum book, and I love it. Knox Eden, as I've said 100 times, is one of my favorite book boyfriends. Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. This is a summer romance. It's like a second chance childhood friends to lovers story. It is heartbreaking, it is beautiful, it is everything you could want from a romance book. Play With Me by Becca Mack. Hockey romance, brother's best friend, and they are friends with benefits. I'm sorry, but what could be better? And they play with toys. The Rebel by Sophie Lark. This is a enemies to lovers, touch her and die style mafia, set in Mafia Hogwarts. One of my favorites. And also on from that, my other favorite from the same series is The Spy. Secret Identity, revenge plot. Fantastic. I saw none of it coming. Absolutely none of it. And I fucking loved every single second. First Down by Grace Riley. Grace Riley is one of my new favorite authors. This is a fake dating, tutoring, football romance. I loved it. I loved it. It was short, sweet, and to the point, and that's what I need from a sports romance. After I read that, I reread one of my favorite books of all time. Daisy Jones and the Six. If you don't know about Daisy Jones and the Six, then clearly you've been living under a rock, but obviously 5-star. Daisy Jones is another half of my soul. And in one of the biggest surprises of the year, I have a dark romance on this list, and I fucking loved every second of it. The Ritual by Chantal Tessier. This is like a dark secret society of rich kids in college. Sexy, smutty. The plot is just as good as the spice. That's all I'm gonna say. Any Duchess will do. This is like opposites attract, different society vibes. I loved it. It was so entertaining. And it's obviously a historical romance. We had 2 books from the Salacious Players series get 5 stars. The first one was Praise. This is age gap. Ex-boyfriend's dad, and he is a praise dom. It was hot. And in the opposite of that, we had Mercy, which is a reverse age gap. She is the best friend of the MMC in Praise, and the MMC in Mercy is the ex-boyfriend and the son in Praise. She is a dominatrix that like tames naughty boys. I gave another historical romance 5 stars, and that was Do You Want Scandal. I loved this. I was laughing. I was entertained the entire freaking time. Another one that is my whole personality, obviously. That is Rewrite Our Story by Kat Singleton. This is best friend's brother, second chance romance. It hit. It hit for me. The spice, the no third act breakup. It was iconic. If you haven't read it, please read it. It will make you cry. It'll make you happy. It'll make you feel all the feels. Ever After Always by Chloe Lees. This is a marriage in trouble, and I loved it. The way these two characters grow and learn to communicate is iconic. I love the family dynamics. So this book won me over. From the same series, I also gave With You Forever a 5 stars. This is a marriage of convenience, grumpy sunshine. I loved it. I loved it, I loved it, I loved it. It was the perfect pairing. These two were an iconic pairing, and I cannot sing Chloe Lee's praises enough. This series is amazing. Then we have Heartless. The Queen, Elsie Silver, I should say. Single dad, nanny romance. It has even one of my least favorite tropes, and I still gave it a freaking 5 stars, so do with that information what you will. And Willa will always be one of my favorite FMCs of all time. As every other basic bitch, I gave Magnolia Parks 5 stars. Toxic Gossip Girl, set in the UK. It's like a train wreck, a really bad reality show, and it is fan-fucking-tastic. All Roads Lead Here by Miranda Zapata. Slow burn, grumpy sunshine, forced proximity, single dad. Yes, please. fantastic. Aurora is finding herself, reconnecting, healing, and it was beautiful. The spice hit a little bit earlier. It's not heavily spicy like all Miranda Zapata, but if you haven't read this, I highly recommend this book, and maybe start with this if you have never read a Miranda Zapata. Mile High. Mile High by Liz fucking Tom Ford. There is a reason why this book is so hyped. It is forced proximity, workplace, hockey, romance. Boy falls first and he falls fucking hard. It is fantastic. I'm obsessed with Stevie. I am obsessed with Evan Zanders. I know everyone says the second book is better, but I love this so much. I don't know which one I'm going to prefer more, but it's going to be one of them. While the first two in the series didn't hit for me, Kill Order by Tate James in the Guild series fucking hit. It was so entertaining that all the answers you wanted were answered, obviously. The plot was fantastic. The spice was fantastic. I just really, really enjoyed it. I was completely blindsided, saw nothing coming. I was like eating that book up. Like, I loved it. It was so good. I was sitting there like scratching my head going, oh my fucking god. And the last book that I gave 5 stars at the end of June, again, it has a shrine spot, is Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. Brother's best friend. Obviously, Cowboy Romance. She is a bull rider. She has ADHD. She is healing from a terrible accident. And when these two heal their trauma and heal together, like I always say, it is fantastic. There is no third act breakup, and the family dynamics will always be unmatched. So those are my 5-star reads for the first half of the year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me some of your 5-star reads for the first half of the year. Don't forget to like and subscribe because there is so much fun content coming your way.